Good morning. It's the Lynch and Taco Show. Every Thursday at this time, we bring you some of the latest science and technology news. It's Check It Out. Let's do it. Mentioned this earlier in the week, but I figured, this is the tech segment. LimeWire. If you remember LimeWire, the file sharing for music that was kind of competing in the Napster era back in the early 2000s and ended up getting sued out of existence for a while. They resurfaced as an NFT platform. Well, now it was announced they have been the confirmed buyers of the Fire Festival brand. What exactly they're planning to do with that in the future, your guess would be as good as mine. They have just claimed it'll be something very special.
Instead of what do they plan to do, I think myself a different what question. What could go wrong?
They put that in their own press release.
That's why I do it.
What could possibly go wrong? Meta yesterday announced the launch of their latest smart glasses with built-in display in a goal of reaching for quote-unquote super intelligence. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg showed off the Meta Ray-Ban display and a new wristband controller receiving applause at Meta's Connect event. Despite a few issues during the demonstration, it looks kind of interesting. The whole smart glass thing has been met with limited enthusiasm on the consumer level. We'll see where it goes when these become available later in September for $799.
Gee, I wonder why they're not that popular.
Included in the price is a wristband that translates hand gestures into commands such as responding to texts and calls. Wanted to bring this up again. TikTok does continue to live in the United States. The deadline for its parent company in China to sell to someone in the U.S. is tomorrow. However, it sounds like a deal or a framework for a deal is in place, with Oracle founder Larry Ellison being involved with a group of investors. It sounds like the deal has pretty much been all but officially finalized. That may come tomorrow, but to actually close the deal is going to take another estimated 30 to 45 days. Therefore, the deadline has been extended another 90 by the president in hopes of getting this thing done, put to bed, and then everybody can move on.
And move on to the next thing, yeah.
Study found that eye drops could be able to replace reading glasses. Now, this isn't the first time we've heard of researchers coming up with an eye drop solution, literally, to work on corrective measures for certain issues that people have with their eyes.
I remember that.
2021, Vuity eye drops hit the market. Those drops claim they could replace eyeglasses for people who have trouble seeing close up. The medicine takes about 15 minutes to work, but the effect of sharper vision can supposedly last up to 10 hours. Then in 2023, researchers at Ohio State worked on special eye drops that could prevent or delay nearsightedness, so kids might not have to get corrective lenses so early. And now doctors have reportedly developed special eye drops for people with long-sightedness that could replace the need for reading glasses or surgery. More to come on this. DNA cassette tapes are what are being referred to as a new storage mechanism that scientists have had a breakthrough with in data storage. They're calling it the DNA cassette tape, combining DNA data storage and tech resembling 80s era cassette tapes. A new device has been created that can store 36 petabytes of data. How much is that exactly?
Sounds like a lot.
That would be enough on one single DNA cassette tape to store every single song ever created, along with a few billion photographs.
Wow.
That's pretty mind-boggling. 2 flying cars collided in midair on Tuesday while rehearsing for an air show in China. Both pilots are okay. One of them sustained minor injuries. Officials say they were performing stunts in a formation and got a little too close. They're quadcopter flying cars, not the airplane kind. So little glimpse into some of the difficulties or hiccups we might have one day when you can go down to the flying car dealership and get out on the skyways around Central Florida on your commute.
And then you're going to have speed traps up there. Man, finding cops is going to be tough when they, have to patrol trying to give a ticket in the air.
Right.
This whole thing. I say, let's just, no pun intended, tap the brakes.
AT&T is currently testing an AI receptionist, which can answer your calls and block spam. The main element is a screening process to determine if a call is legitimate or spam. This could be a big deal for those of us who can't ignore unknown numbers. Maybe you're a salesperson or something, it won't just give you information on the number. It can actually ask questions to figure out if the caller is human or a bot and how urgent the call is based on criteria you'll provide. The AI receptionist will say, who may I say is calling, or what is this in regard to? If the caller checks the right boxes, then the call is passed through to you. If it fails, the system will hang up or take a message.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I like the programs we have now
this particular feature will roll out this year as a test for select AT&T customers. They haven't said when it might be available for all customers. So you might get an invite to test drive that if you fit the criteria based on your phone usage.
Like I was saying, the ones that we currently have, where it comes up as spam caller, whatever, I'm down with that. So something better might be good.
And one final thing for those of you who like to sit all day at work, working while buying stuff online, you might be interested to know that Amazon's big fall shopping event is right around the corner. That is the October Prime Big Deal Days. Will run for 48 hours on October 7th and 8th, giving Prime members early access to deep discounts just in time for holiday shopping.
So it's similar to their other, right?
Prime Day. Yeah,
Prime Day.
Yeah, it's just, there you go.
It's fall time.
That is...
You can buy a rake for all the leaves.
Sure.
Don't change colors here, but they sure as hell fall.
Yep. There you go. Your science and technology news. Check it out for this week. Stick around. Lynch and Taco's commercial-free Workday Rock Block is coming up next.
Lynch and Taco.